guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we are doing Not Afraid.
Okay, so yeah, I know this song.
Yeah, I feel like everybody knows this song,
Yeah,
even if you're not an Eminem fan. It was huge. It was fucking everywhere.
that's true. Like on the radio and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like this, like, he reached back to where he was before he, went away for a few years. Like 3 a.m. was a single and it was big, and so was Crack a Bottle, but this song in particular was just like top of the charts forever.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that.
And it's interesting because it was such a big hit, but there's like some like complex, sneaky bars hidden in it.
Ooh,
Yeah, so it's cool.
sneaky.
So we'll break it down.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media channels. Links in the description below. And our username's right here. Oof.
All right. Not afraid.
I'm not afraid. Yeah. It's been a ride. I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one. Now some of you might still be in that place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me. I'll get you there. You can try and read my lyrics off of this paper before I lay them, but you won't take the sting out these words before I say them. Cause ain't no way I'ma let you stop me from causing mayhem. When I say I'ma do something, I do it. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me, so fuck the world, feed it beans. It's gassed up, everything's stopping me. I'ma be what I set out to be, without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony. No ifs, ands, or buts, don't try to ask him why or how can he. From Infinite down to the last relapse album, he's still shitting, whether he's on salary, paid hourly, until he bows out or he shits his bowels out of him. Whichever comes first, for better or worse. He's married to the game, like a fuck you for Christmas. His gift is a curse. Forget the earth, he's got the urge to pull his dick from the dirt and fuck the whole universe. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to take a stand, take a stand. Everybody, everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know that you're not alone. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same.
I never realized that really the end of the chorus, he starts verse 2 rapping while the chorus is still being said. I
Yeah,
mean, I only noticed that because I usually, break it up in between verses in the chorus,
yeah,
and they were both going at the same time. Never noticed that.
yeah.
Okay, so he starts with the chorus, but then he's also doing like a little ad lib, like intro, talking over it at the same time. So actually, if you just read it for what's there, it's a little confusing. But he said, "I'm not afraid, yeah, to take a stand," which is the chorus, and then he says, "It's been a ride. Everybody, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm." Then he says, "I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one."
Interesting.
And then now some of you may still be in that place, and then through the storm, whatever, whether cold or warm. See what I mean? Like if you're just reading the
Yeah,
lyrics,
it looks
it's
like,
there's two different things going on.
yeah.
It's holla if you feel like you've been down the same road. And he says, just follow me, I'll get you there, which is, if you're still in that place. All right. He starts the first verse and he says, "You can try and read my lyrics off this paper before I lay 'em, but you won't take the sting out these words before I say 'em." So he's saying, you can read the words that he has, but him delivering them, really gives you a sting. And
Yeah, like that's not gonna change anything.
yeah, he's gonna fucking kill you. And then he says, "'Cause ain't no way I'ma let you stop me from causing mayhem. When I say I'ma do something, I do it. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me. So fuck the world. Feed it beans. It's gassed up if it thinks it's stopping me."
So it's the beans.
Yes.
Beans
So
allegedly make you gassy.
yes. So he's saying fuck the world and then feed it beans. So yes, it obviously makes you gassy. The world's not going to stop him.
Allegedly, that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah.
No.
I actually don't know if it does to me either. I
Right?
thinking about it.
Like I remember everyone always saying that. So like when I was younger, I'd be like, ew, I'm not eating beans because ew,
I
I don't
wonder
want
if
to be gassy. But I eat beans a lot and I don't experience that ever.
I wonder if it's a specific type of bean that does that.
I don't know.
Yeah. So he continues, he says, I'm going to be what I set out to be, without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony. So I like this part, so he says, I'm gonna do what I plan to do, I'm gonna be the best in this rap shit. Then he says, without a doubt, undoubtedly, which is, it's like,
It's like the same thing.
yeah. And then all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony. So I really like that line because, if you're looking down on him, you must be above him. So he equates it to them being on a balcony and he's tearing it down because they're looking down on him, which
Interesting.
is cool little imagery there.
Yeah.
And then he says, no if, ands, or buts. Don't try to ask him why or how can he. So, doesn't matter. He's doing this. From Infinite down to the last Relapse album, he's still shitting. Whether he's on whether he's on salary, paid hourly. So yeah, from his first album ever, Infinite, down to Relapse, he's still shitting. He's doing awesome in
Yeah.
rap. And he says whether he's on salary or paid hourly, so it doesn't matter. He's, whether he had, an hourly paying job or salary.
Usually salary is a higher paying job. Hourly is usually lower.
Yeah.
Depending. They're like people who work in the union who get paid hourly and make like hundreds of
Killing.
dollars an hour.
Yeah.
But then there are people who make like $500,000 a year salary. So it depends. But yeah.
And then he continues until he bows out or he shits his bowels out of him, whichever comes first, for better or worse. So yeah.
Those both sounds bad.
Yeah, that's a reference back to the previous line. He's like, from Infinite back to the last Relapse, he's still shitting, right?
Yeah.
So then he says, and then until he bows out or he shits his bowels out of him. So, until he can't shit anymore, literally, and his insides come out because he just was shitting so hard for so many years. And then he says, whichever comes first, for better or worse, he's married to the game. Like a fuck you for Christmas, his gift is a curse.
So the curse is fuck you, and everyone gets gifts on Christmas. Who celebrates Christmas?
Yes. And then he did the for better or worse, he's married to the game. When you get married, it's like, do you take them for better or for worse, for sickness and health?
Yeah.
For better or
Right,
worse,
right.
married to the game. And then, yes, you described the gift is a curse, fuck you for Christmas. And then he says, forget the earth. He's got the urge to pull his dick from the dirt and fuck the whole universe. So he's saying, oh, he's not even just going to fuck the world, fuck the earth. He's going to pull his dick from the dirt and fuck the whole universe.
And that's like a line to his comeback because he's like pulling himself up off the ground, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Coming up out of the dirt. Shit. All right. And then
Wait, if he were going to fuck the world, he would pull his dick from the dirt, but then you have to put it back in the dirt. So how else are you going to do that?
Yeah,
like literally speaking.
So it's interesting because he says, forget the earth. He's got the urge to pull the dick from his dirt and fuck the whole universe. So fuck the earth.
So he would just like.
Yeah, so he's saying it like, oh, never mind the earth. You know what I mean? I'm not going to fuck the earth or fuck the world. I'm going to fuck the whole universe,
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how that. I guess he just goes like up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then the chorus, I'm not afraid. And then it's echoed. Everything you hear him say, he says it twice. Like there's an echo there. I'm not going to repeat them both, but I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know that you're not alone. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same road. So this is like blatantly like such a a different Eminem you're hearing in this song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he's talking about like being down and out, but then like coming back.
You saw the chorus in particular, like literally, it's an anthem, but it's like so positive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Usually it's about like shitting on his childhood or shitting on something he's gone through.
yeah, his opponents and stuff. So he still has that. You know what I mean? The verses are still talking about that, but it's like a very uplifting, positive, like literally, he says, "Come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather,
It's
cold
very
or warm."
different. Yeah, I've really thought about
Yeah,
that.
it's like so like positive and like so different from what we're used to.
It's like anthem-y.
It's very anthemy. It's like very he was ending his shows with this for a while.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? That makes sense.
yeah. And then yeah, he does like a whole thing where like the Beatles start and he'll like thank everybody, like you know what I mean, for like supporting him because he was, fucked up for so long. But yeah, just let you know that you're not alone. However, if you feel like you've been down the same road, it's so interesting because that's not his type of
Yeah,
thing
he's usually
prior.
just like, "Fuck my fans."
Yeah,
Like, he
but
doesn't mean that, but, like, it's usually what his songs say.
of course, but you could tell it doesn't like ironically this song it doesn't seem like forced or insincere, you know what I mean? Like he's like trying to be
Yeah,
relevant again. It fits after, what he's been through and
that's
the
true.
verses really, show that, you know what I mean? So, all right, we will pick up here. Next verse.
Holla if you feel like you've been down the same road and shit and cut the crap. I shouldn't have to rhyme these words in the rhythm for you to know it's a rap. You said you was king, you lied through your teeth. For that, fuck your feelings. Instead of getting crowned, you're getting capped. And to the fans, I never let you down again, I'm back. I promise to never go back on that promise. In fact, let's be honest, at last we laughed. CD was aired, perhaps I ran them accents into the ground. Relax, I ain't going back to that now. All I'm trying to say is get back, click back, clap. Cause I ain't playing around. It's a game called Circle and I don't know how. I'm way too up to back down. But I think I'm still trying to figure this crap out. Thought I had it mapped out, but I guess I didn't. This fucking black cloud still follows me around, but it's time to exercise these demons. These motherfuckers are doing jumping jacks now. I'm not afraid to take a stand, take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know that you're not alone. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same road. And I just can't keep living this way. So starting today, I'm breaking out of this cage. I'm standing up, I'ma face my demons. I'm manning up, I'ma hold my ground. I've had enough, now I'm so fed up. Time to put my life back together right now.
Okay. So, second verse, he gets a little more technical in this one. He starts off with, oh, why am I missing it? I'm like jumping around and I keep missing where the fucking verse is
I
starting.
do that all the time.
It's funny. So he says, "Okay, quit playing with the scissors and shit and cut the crap." So on the face, it's like, it seems like a silly bar, but like,
Scissors, cut, shit, and crap.
yeah. So you know what's interesting? For the years, I heard the line, "Quit playing with the scissors and shit and cut the crap."
You never thought of the shit?
Yeah, I was just thinking like the scissors and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like I thought about it that way. Like, oh, and then cut the crap. I get it. You know what I mean? Because that's
Like
a
you thought the
saying.
only thing there was the scissors and the cut.
I didn't pick up the association between shit and crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because in my head, I was just interpreting the bar literally like quit playing with the scissors and shit. You know what I mean? So like the scissors and stuff and cut the crap. I was like, oh, it's so funny though. But yeah, so it's an interesting line. Quit playing with the scissors and shit and cut the crap. I shouldn't have to rhyme these words in a rhythm for you to know it's a rap. So that's another.
Oh, so so it's like for you to know that like it's over, but also that it's like a rap song.
Yes, exactly.
Because they
So
spelled it rap, but like I'm sure they didn't do that by accident. This is usually a good lyric
so that's
creator.
well, yeah. So no, that's the thing. I when you get to his lyric videos, actually, I'm trying to Alfred's theme, which is I believe released by his team. They actually have the lyrics. It's a lyric video, but they put both words like it'll say rap and then in parentheses it'll say RAP, so you catch it.
So you okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, that's the problem when you're writing down lyrics to a song, especially rap, where there's double meanings and the words meant two different ways. You kind of lose it, you know what I mean? Unless you hear
Yeah.
it. So yes, I shouldn't have to rhyme these words in a rhythm. So if you're rhyming words in a rhythm, you're rapping, musically for you to know it's a rap. So yes, rap song and it's a rap, it's over for you.
Mm-hmm.
Then he says, "You said you was king. You lied through your teeth. For that, fuck your feelings. Instead of getting crowned, you're
No.
getting capped." Okay.
What does king have to do with that?
Crown. So yeah,
Right.
this is intent. Actually, I don't know if you remember, a few years ago, I was playing this for you, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yo," I was like, "Did you ever catch this fucking line here?" I don't know if you do. Do you remember what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah, but I was about to say this is another thing where I didn't know what I didn't like just 5 seconds ago. I didn't know what the bar was, but like looking at these three lines, I'm like, I don't get it. There has to be something there
Yeah.
that I'm not getting.
Okay. Yes. So you said you was king. You lied through your teeth. For that, fuck your feelings. Instead of getting crowned, you're getting capped. Okay. So king, royalty crown. She said you lied through your teeth, so you're not
Through the teeth
actually. Yes, so that's bringing the teeth into it. And then he says, "For that, fuck your feelings." Now the way he
fillings.
says feelings, it sounds like fillings, like tooth filling, obviously. So lied through your teeth, fuck your feelings. Instead of getting crowned, you're getting capped.
And a crown is like I've never had to get any
I
of these things. What is a crown?
So I had a root canal done, right? And they pull out a root and they save part of the tooth, right? But they like shave a lot of it. They like hollow it out. So you have the outside of the tooth, and then they have an artificial crown, they call it. It's like a fake tooth that goes over it, which is similar to what a cap is, which is what's so interesting. So
That's so
yes.
crazy. And
Mm.
fun fact, I've literally never had a cavity in my life.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It's
Very
amazing.
strange. Yeah. So yes, there's a lot here. So king, right? And then there's the royalty king scheme, and then there's the dentistry teeth scheme, right?
Yes, yes.
So you said you were king, you lied about being king. So instead of getting a crown on your head, you're
You're
getting
getting
shot,
shot.
right? And then the teeth scheme is you lied through your teeth, fuck your fillings, and then crowns and caps are types of fillings, kind of. So instead
Yeah.
of getting crowned, you're getting capped, which is freaking crazy. Like it like I said, a few years ago, I was like, "Yo, I don't think I realized how in depth this
And
is."
also, isn't a crown like more expensive than a cat?
Yeah, yeah, it
So
is
there
more
you go. So
expensive.
he's like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah,
you're not gonna get the better
yeah, the
one.
better dental filling. Yeah, it's a sick fucking bar, and for years I caught half of it. You know what I mean? It went over my head. Um, and then he says, "And to the fans, I'll never let you down again. I'm back. I promise to never go back on that promise. In fact, let's be honest, that last relapse CD was eh. Perhaps I ran them accents into the ground." So I totally disagree. And I can't tell if he actually is like ashamed or not thrilled about relapse, because just in the first verse he says, from infinite down to the last relapse, he's still shitting on him. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, maybe he's not proud of a lot of it.
So that he got the critique about the accents. And if you notice when he delivers this line, he says that last relapse CD was, perhaps I ran them accents into the ground. The way he says them accents, he does it with an accent.
So, like, kind of like just like joking, like, not really taking it to heart.
Well, so he's making a joke of
Yeah,
how
of
much he was.
people's.
Well, he was making a joke. He acknowledges it. He like says he hates it. Like he listened. There was an interview that he did with Paul Rosenberg recently, like this year, like in the last few months or so, and they were talking about it. And Eminem and Paul apparently the album was finished, and they didn't realize. Like Paul played it for somebody, and they're like, "What's up with the accents?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" Eminem and Paul Rosenberg didn't recognize that there was accents on the
That's so
fucking all over the album. You know, like I said when we did that album, when I first heard it, I thought it was weird, but I love it. It's my favorite album.
yeah.
So he says, "Yeah, perhaps I ran them accents into the ground," meaning he did too much of it. And then he does it with an accent, and then the very next line is, "Relax, I ain't going back to that now," because he started rapping in the accent. Then he says, "All I'm trying to say is get back, click clack, blow." So, like a
Gunshot.
gunshot. Because I ain't playing around. There's a game called Circle, and I don't know how. I'm way too up to back down. So he says, because I ain't playing around. There's a game called Circle, which is around, a round object. And I don't know how. I'm way too up to back down. He doesn't know how to back down, all that shit. I like that bar too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And
I
he's
don't know
too.
what a game called Circle is.
So like the circle like of life,
Oh,
you
okay.
know what I mean? It's the game of life, the circle of life, the ups and downs. And he's like, I'm way too up to back down. Um, and then he says, but I think I'm still trying to figure this crap out. Thought I had it mapped out, but I guess I didn't. See, I keep skipping over it. This fucking black cloud still follows me around. Wow, man, I'm fucking so stupid today. So yeah, he's trying to figure it out. He thought he had the roadmap to, life, how to get through it, but I guess I didn't. This fucking black cloud still follows me around. So I guess that could be the black cloud could be his demons, which he refers to his addiction,
Yeah,
depression, negative thinking, whatever it is.
everything.
So because of the third verse, I'm assuming he's talking about addiction. So this black cloud still follows me around, but it's time to exercise these demons. These motherfuckers are doing jumping jacks now. So that's a self-explanatory bar, jumping jacks or exercise, so
Yeah, and then you exercise like exorcist
yes. Yeah,
demons.
you expel them. So his demons are doing jumping jacks. And then it goes into the chorus. I'm not afraid, blah, blah, blah. And then there's this little bridge here, which we actually listened to before the third verse, where he says, and I just can't keep living this way. So starting today, I'm breaking out of this cage. So
Good.
self-explanatory, getting his shit
Yeah,
together. I'm standing up. I'm gonna face my demons. I'm manning up. I'm gonna hold my ground. I've had enough. Now I'm so fed up. Time to put my life back together right now.
that's good.
So again, very, very positive. We'll pick it up here.
Enough, now I'm so fed up. Time to put my life back together right now. It was my decision to get clean. I did it for me. Admittedly, I probably did it subliminally for you, so I could come back a brand new me. You helped see me through, and don't even realize what you did. 'Cause believe me, I've been through the ringer, but they can do little to the middle finger. I think I got a tear in my eye. I feel like the king of my world. Haters can make like bees with no stingers and drop dead. No more beef flingers, no more drama from now on. I promise to focus solely on handling my responsibilities as a father. So I solemnly swear to always treat this roof like my daughters and raise it. You couldn't lift a single shingle on it. 'Cause the way I feel, I'm strong enough to go to the club or the corner pub and lift the whole liquor counter up. 'Cause I'm raising the bar. I shoot for the moon, but I'm too busy gazing at stars. I feel amazing and I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Take a stand. Everybody, everybody, come take my hand. Come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm. Whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know that you're not alone. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same road.
So yes, third and final verse, which I love.
There was
Biased.
good stuff in here.
Yeah, there is. I'm biased because, he's talking about getting clean, which is so corny, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy to think about like how lucky people that like getting clean and sober were that like this music came out at that time. You know what I mean? It was like,
yeah,
and Eminem
it's
was like
true.
cool. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, people are like, oh, he's old and stuff, but like he was like fucking
Yeah, like
still awesome then.
I don't, was it Justin Bieber? There was just like an article about someone like taking shots at Eminem,
Oh
and then
yeah,
they're referring to Eminem as an elder rapper.
he's been rapping fucking
Elder
forever.
rapper.
Yeah. All right, so he starts the third verse on the heels of that bridge saying it's time to get my life together right now. And he says, it was my decision to get clean. I did it for me. Admittedly, I probably did it subliminally for you. So, it's self-explanatory. In recovery, they often say you have to get clean for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't do it for anybody
Yeah, it
else.
just won't work if you don't actually want to.
You just have to be the main person you're getting clean for, not like, oh, my parents want me to.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not gonna last.
Yeah, even your
You're
one.
like, you want to. And everyone else wants you to, but like, you want to,
Yeah,
most importantly.
exactly. Even if your wife and kids, I've been in rehab with people who like they had kids and like they couldn't fucking stop. You know what I mean? They tried to do it for their kids, but they didn't want to, enough.
Yeah, I've been in rehab with people like that too. I've been in rehab with people who've already killed people from drunk driving and still can't stop, no
Yeah,
matter how horrible the things that they've done. You think that would be a wake up call, but it
yeah.
just doesn't work like that.
Well, I mean, we hear it from here, Eminem and his music. He had fucking daughters, you know what I mean? And he couldn't stop, until he was really willing and had a desire. So, yes, he's saying, I did it for me. He wanted to get clean. And then he said, subliminally, so like on the level below wanting to get clean for himself, he says, I probably did it subliminally for you so I could come back a brand new me. You helped see me through and don't even realize what you did because believe me, you. So, again, he's doing it for himself, but in addition to that, he wanted to do it for his fans, and his fans actually helped him, get clean and get his shit together. And
Yeah.
he said like he got support and shit from them, and then he wanted to come back for them and, make good music, all that shit. He says, don't even realize what you did, because believe me, you. And then he says, I've been through the ringer, but they can do little to the middle finger. I think I got a tear in my eye. I feel like the king of. So I'll stop it there.
Oh, the ringer, like your ring finger.
And little finger. And
Where was little finger?
so I've been through the ringer, but they can do little
Oh,
to the middle finger.
okay.
So yeah, you can ring finger, little finger, which I don't call it that.
Little finger.
I was, yeah, Game of
Game of
Thrones.
Thrones.
Yeah, I always call it a pinky.
Yeah, but also don't call my ring finger the ringer, but it
No.
works.
Yeah, it's a play on, yeah, I've been through the ringer, which is an expression. If you've been through the ringer, you've been through like the wash, you've been beat up, you went through it
You've
all.
been through a lot.
Yes. He says, but they can do little to the middle finger. So he's
It's like
saying,
he's still gonna say fuck
fuck
you, even
you.
though he's been through all that he's been through, which I guess kind of says like he still has like fight left in
Exactly.
him.
Yeah,
Like he hasn't given up with his
exactly.
back.
For sure. And then, yes, like you pointed out, the ring finger, the little finger, the middle finger. A lot of fingers. He says, I think I got a tear in my eye. I feel like the king of my world. Haters can make like bees with no stingers and drop dead. So that's like self-explanatory. I do. What type of bee is it that dies when they sting you?
Honeybee.
Yeah, so honeybees, they sting you, their stinger falls off and they die. So he's saying haters can make like bees with no stingers and drop dead. Then he says, no more beef lingers.
Is that another bee reference?
So
Beef beef flingers?
beef beef lingers. I just think it's beef lingers. It's possible. I'm trying to think. Beef lingers. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let us know. Let us know if there's something we're missing there. No more beef lingers. So, he has no more beef with people. He says, no more drama. From now on, I promise to focus solely on handling my responsibilities as a father. So he's like, I'm not here for the bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just, focusing on being a good dad. And then he says, so I solemnly swear to always treat this roof like my daughter's and raise it. You couldn't lift a single shingle on it. So this is cool. He's making two promises here. It says, I'm always going to treat this roof like my daughters and raise it. So he's promising that he's going to raise his daughters always, but he's also going to raise the roof, which is, make good music, kill it. You know what I mean? Like be awesome.
And I was saying that you couldn't do what I do.
Yeah, you couldn't lift a single shingle on it, which I really like that one too, because he's raising the whole roof and you can't even raise a single shingle on the roof.
Damn.
Yes. And then he continues. Because the way I feel, I'm strong enough to go to the club or the corner pub and lift the whole liquor counter up because I'm raising the bar. So, self explanatory.
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm strong enough to go to the club or the. So there actually is a little bit of like recovery thing there. So like if you know, in early recovery, they tell you to stay away from people, places, and things, right? But when you have like solid recovery, you are strong enough to be able to go to clubs and pubs where alcohol is being served.
If you have a reason for being there.
Of course, if you're just trying to hang out and shit, but like, you know, you could be strong enough to be, I mean, like, you know, we go places where alcohol is being served,
Yeah.
and it's not like we're
You can't
fighting.
really go to a restaurant without alcohol being served somewhere
Yeah,
or go out with like family or friends. Like you're
exactly.
going to be around it one way or another.
Yeah, so there's that little subtle reference to feels strong enough in his recovery that he actually can go to these places where alcohol, you know, and probably drugs are and be
Hmm.
okay. But then he's doing the play on he's strong enough to go to the club and the corner pub and lift the whole liquor counter up because, you know, he's raising the bar. So, you know, he could physically lift up the liquor counters at the clubs and the pubs, and he would be literally raising the bar, but he's also elevating the bar for what people expect in hip hop and rhyming and rapping and all that. And he says, I'd shoot for the moon, but I'm too busy gazing at stars. I feel amazing and then it goes into the chorus. So I actually really like this line, the last one. I'd shoot for the moon, but I'm too busy gazing at stars. I feel amazing and so that expression, shoot for the moon, and if you missed, you're still amongst
Amongst
the
the
stars.
stars.
But he's also referring to that he's too busy gazing at stars. He's counting his lucky stars. Do you know what I mean?
True, true.
Which is another thing. Like, oh, count your lucky stars. Like, count your blessings. You know, realize and be grateful for what you have. So he's saying, I would shoot for the moon, but I'm too busy gazing at the stars, counting his lucky stars, seeing how fortunate he is that he's sober and he has his kids and you know what I mean? His life's back together. And then that's it. It just goes back into the chorus and fades out. All right. Not afraid.
So yeah, I know this song. It was on the radio, right?
Yeah, this one was everywhere.
Yeah. So there's really no way, like everyone knows it. There's no way that you don't know it.
Yeah.
Um, but I never really dissected it like this. I don't know all the words. I know the chorus. So it was interesting to see those bars, the tooth bars. Those were really good.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's in like a hit song. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the song was it was every fucking ubiquitous. It was literally everywhere you went. It was
Mhm.
just nonstop. And for such a smash hit to have that much, you know, like
In
s-
depth
yes, like
lyrics.
subtle and like masterfully crafted rhymes that as if you're just a casual listener, you
Yeah.
don't catch
Well, you're
them.
not looking for it.
You're not, but you're not even realizing what he's saying. You're just taking it at face value, and it's like, oh, like you know, like I kind of was with the crown and then the king. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Mhm.
oh shit, there's actually, you know what I mean, a lot more there that he put into
Yeah.
this. So yeah, it's incredible. It's you know, songs like this, I tend to take for granted because they played so much everywhere.
Yeah, that'll happen
And it isn't
always.
until we're doing like a breakdown, we're actually inspecting the lyrics and trying to break down and then, you know, dissect what we're seeing that it's like, holy shit, there's actually like, there's a reason why this song was so popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.